Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. It's Kelly. We got a little project going on today. We've got 3 electrical switches that we're going to change out here in the master bathroom. So if it's a little bit dark, I have to turn the breakers off. We're going to have to get that done so that I don't get shocked. And if it's a little echoey, it's because I'm in a bathroom. So let's get this going. Thank you for joining us. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and let's get this job started. Okay. I've already took the liberty of going in here to the breaker box and sorting out and finding and locating and killing the correct connection for the main bath receptacles and the lights. I didn't want to take too many chances, so we went ahead and killed them all. But it was this one and this one. And then what we're going to do is go in, flip the switch off and on, make sure we don't have any lights. I think 2 lights and 1 fan is what that controls. And then I've got a tester. I'm going to show you that. We'll see, we'll touch it to make sure that we're not getting any current going through that thing, because we don't want to get a shock. Okay, here we are back in the master bath. As you seen a while ago, I've got the circuit breakers off. And now let's see what we've got here. Nothing. Let's see if the fan works. I don't hear nothing. And then this one does these, or this one, I don't remember. All right, looks like they're all dead. Now let's get to, I'm gonna set the camera up and we're going to get to disassembling this thing and see what we've got. We're going to disassemble it and immediately going to start testing to make sure that everything's safe. So I'll try to talk step by step, but mainly let's just watch me fumble through this and see how it goes. All right, let's get ahead to the snap-on box. We know we're going to need a number 2 Phillips, that's a snappy, and we're going to need about a 5/16 flathead. Let's go up here. Probably also going to need a pair of pliers. And let's get, where's my tester? There's my tester, okay. This is just a pretty simple little tester. You can get this thing any hardware store. You just simply plug it in, touch it to the, see if I can do this one-handed. Let's unplug something right here. Unplug that, plug it in one side and then the other, and then it lights up 110 volts. Unplug it, plug it in. If it comes on, you've got current going through there. You've got a live plug, or at that point you've got a live plug, or a still got hot current going through there, so don't mess with it at that point. So do whatever it takes, get it corrected, get the current killed, and then back to work. All right guys, let's see if we can get this game plate off. I'm going to guess that these switches in this game plate is the age of the house. We got an old house, it's 20 years old, and these things are pretty worn out. What they was doing when I was clicking them off and on, sometimes you had to flick it a few times. It would come on and flicker and then go back off, so you had to play with it. And it was okay with me, but you know how us guys, we can make do with things. But the lady of the house, boss lady, she wasn't having that, so I'm gonna have to get this fixed. So, see what we're doing there. Flathead screws. You would think a long time ago they would have swapped these to Phillips head, because to me the flathead always has a tendency to want to slide off one way or the other, and when you're doing electrical work that seems a little dangerous. But what do I know? Tore the paint a little bit. Ain't that a bummer? Okay, so let's take our tester. Let's get in there and touch. And we have no light on there. I think we're okay. Yeah, I think we're looking good. Now, ideally, before I pull that cover off, I should have taken a knife and scored along that. That probably would have saved pulling that paint off, but I didn't. So now I'm probably gonna have to do a little paint touch up on that. So. should have brought my cordless drill. Yeah, this is some pretty old wiring. You can tell it's never really been disturbed too much. Still got, looks like drywall dust back there where they would have done the drywall work. Okay, let's pull that out. And let's make one more test just to make sure. Yep, showing no current on the tester, so we should be good. Oh, there's our problem. Look at that. Look at that. Broke right apart. Wow. There's our main issue right there. Look at that. Broke that right apart. A lot of potential there to possibly have a fire, right? Scary, man. Get some of that junk out of there. This is our new switch. Those look a little different, but I think it's maybe just a little difference in design. Probably okay. Now this one was the one I was fighting. It goes on the bottom. Let's hook it in there. Run it down. Now you're not working on Caterpillar diesel engines. You're working on just a light switch. So you don't have to just kill these things when you tighten them up just a little snug. Will work on home electrical stuff. I've been a semi-mechanic, diesel truck mechanic, not semi-mechanic, a diesel truck mechanic, heavy equipment, car, automotive mechanic, whatever you want to call it. A jack of many trades for a lot of years. And as a homeowner, I've had to learn to ease up on tightening and snugging up things because I would just absolutely break them off. When you're working on your refrigerator or your washing machine, you don't have to get the 1/2-inch drive snap-on ratchet out and just crank these things. When you're working in your house, just snug a lot of the things. You don't have to kill them. Lesson hard learned. 2. Needle nose pliers, I like to just unhook those just a tad bit. What they do is when they make that loop and they tighten them down, it tends to bend the wire a little more and it makes it really hard to get apart. So be prepared for that. Give that one just a little love back together. Same thing here. Looking good so far. Let's see if we can get this thing in. Just started. Never start one and tighten it all the way down and then try to start your other one because it won't be lined up. Just always start, anytime you're doing anything, if you got 2 bolts or 10 bolts, screws, bolts, whatever you're working with, 2 fasteners or 10 fasteners, start each one a little bit before you tighten any of them down. I'm old school, that's a life lesson, you know, we all learned a long time ago, but some of the new guys, they don't get that, so don't do that. Okay, now we're going here. Are you gonna unhook? Yep, you're gonna unhook. Okay. Are you gonna unhook? Yep, you unhooked. Okay too. Okay. Drop something. I don't want to step on it. Something, a piece of plastic fell. Again, I'm not a professional electrician, far from it. But I do like to try to handle the things that I can handle on my own myself. It's cheaper. When you just pay somebody for their experience, their labor, that's costly. So, good there. So I have time sometimes to do things, even with my busy schedule. So just like this, I like to try to knock it out myself. Save money, save time. I kind of know what's going on that way. Uh-oh, knocked some drywall chunks out there. That was laid up in that box. Let's run these down and okay. I have just the switches installed. I'm not gonna put the cover on it yet. What I'm gonna go with me, let's go in there and flip the breaker back on, come in and test to make sure everything's working, then we'll put the game plate back on. And that should have this job buttoned up, short and sweet. Again, the wires, sometimes the hook, when they put them together and they tighten it down, it causes it to twist in a little bit more. Sometimes you have to take some needle nose pliers and get in there and free up that hook a little bit so they'll come off. And then when you go to tighten it back up, you don't have to kill it, as I explained a while ago. Also, like the top and bottom screw, don't start one screw and tighten it all up all the way down, because you'll never get the other one started, and that'll cause a lot of problems. If you have one fastener or 50 fasteners, start them all a little bit and then go back through and start tightening them all up. Does it take a little more time? Yes. Is it going to save you time? Yeah, 1 job out of 5 is going to save you a whole lot of time. So let's go get these breakers back on. Oh no. Okay, which one was it? This one and this one. Okay, the breakers didn't pop back at me. That's a good sign. All right, let's head back in there. Ah. Got to close and lock the bedroom door. If not, mini-me's will be right in here on top of me. So, cross your fingers. Whoa, what's up? Whoa, what's up? Fan. Can y'all hear the fan? The fan works. So boom, boom. What a success. Wow. Let's get this game plate on. You gotta be careful because there's a little bag of screws in there. And that I just dropped. Almost dropped them down the sink. Okay. Again, flathead screws. Why? Come on, people. Turn this guy up a little bit. And start his buddies here. Maybe that one's got a lot of pain in it. I may have to go get a smaller screwdriver. All right, I'm back. I had to go get a smaller screwdriver. When I say smaller, I mean it's still a full-size big screwdriver. It's not one of those little mini screwdrivers or anything, but smaller is in the blade width. See the difference? This is the one I had a while ago. This is the newer one. This is probably a 5/16 versus a 1/4 inch, and they're just slightly narrower right there, which this one worked on the older ones for some reason. Those slots get a lot of paint in them sometimes when they paint them, and the old ones were fine. The old screws didn't have as much paint built up in the slots. The newer ones do for some reason. There's a difference. I don't know what the difference is or the reason for that. Just manufacturing process. Just a little snug. You don't have to kill these things. Just give it a little snug. I like to try to turn all the screw heads the same, but not going to happen this time. All right, there we go. Got a little paint booger right there, but we're okay so far. There's the old screws. There's the old game plate, the switching thing. I did close the sink. That way if you drop something, it won't go down in there. That's just some old dude knowledge. Our screwdrivers, our tester, highly important. This was the shorted switch. Man, isn't that scary? And then I did all that with my labor, and then it cost, what was that, $6.79 from the hardware store. So, with all that being said, another job well done, or done well, or finally done, or well done, I don't know, whatever. But thank you for joining me. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Appreciate you guys, love you guys. Another video coming soon. I'm getting a lot of views. Actually gained a couple of followers over the last few days. So I want to keep that momentum up. So again, thank you. Share this with your friends. And if you have any ideas of some things you want to try, I'd like to see me try to do, attempt to do, send it in, let me know about it, and I'll give it a shot. Again, thank you all, like and subscribe, see you later.